For this problem, we're given this function. We're asked to find the vertex, axis symmetry, determine there's a max or min, and find that value. We're going to graph it. Now when you look at this function, it is not in standard form, which means we need to use the vertex formula. Now that vertex formula is, well, first off, the vertex is of the form h comma k. Now the h value, which is the x value of the vertex, is the formula is negative b over 2a. So for x squared plus 10x plus 26, a is the number in front of x squared. And if you don't see a number, it's always a 1. And b is the number in front of the x, which in this case, that's 10. So we're going to take those values. Watch what I do. I rewrite the formula using parentheses. Then b is 10, and a is 1. So now when we do that, or simplify that, I should say, 2 times 1 is 2, and we get an h value, or an x value of negative 5. Keep in mind that is an x. Now to find the y value, or k, which is the same as alpha of negative 5. Yes, that is true. It means we are going to substitute negative 5 into the given function. So alpha of negative 5 will be negative 5 squared plus 10 times negative 5 plus 26. And if you want to do this by hand, which I'm going to, negative 5 squared is positive 25. 10 times negative 5 is negative 50 plus 26. 25 minus 50 is negative 25. And negative 25 plus 26 is 1. So that means that our k, or our f of negative 5, however you want to say it, is 1. Which means our vertex, I'm just going to write it over here, has an x value of negative 5 and a y value of 1. Looks like an S. Not much better, but that is the vertex. Now if you want to, you can always use your calculator to help you out a little bit. So with this calculator, I'm just going to graph it. Y equals x squared plus 10x plus 26. My bad. And the graph, or the vertex we said is negative 5, 1, which that's what that looks like it is. Let's just look at the table just to make sure that negative 5, 1 is actually a point on there. And yes, it is. So that's A part. Now B part is axis symmetry. Axis symmetry, all you do for that is you just do x equals the x value of the vertex. X equals, right like this, x value of vertex, which means the axis symmetry is x equals negative 5. It is a horizontal or vertical line, I should say, imaginary vertical line. And then max or min, you can look at the fact that a is 1. Anytime it's a positive, the graph goes up like that, which makes it a min. And if you want to look at the graph again, that's a min. So it does have a min. And the min is always the y value of the vertex. It's true for max also. This one just only has a min. So the minimum value is 1, and a lot of times you're asked to write it like this. 1 at x equals negative 5, but it is 1. And then last thing we're asked to do, we're asked to graph it. And so we know the vertex, which is negative 5, 1, which is right there. And then I'm just going to use my calculator. I don't have to, but what I could do is I could just substitute numbers into x squared plus 10x plus 26 that aren't negative 5. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at my graph, or my table I should say, and use some points around negative 5, 1. So like negative 6, 2, negative 4, 2, negative 7, 5, and negative 3, 5. And then connect the dots as best as you can. In the system, you don't have to use the vertex on one other point, and it'll do it for you. And that's all there is to this problem.